So here's the Sandrail I've been working on. You can see it's a Funco buggy. Right rack and pinion. Dual steering dampeners, widened beam, has the adjusters. Everything's gusseted. Everything's beefed up, all the little brackets and whatnot. I think these are longer trailing arms, not sure. Kingpins gusseted up, steering arms gusseted. Twin shocks, changed it over from drum to disc. A little paint detail just to make things look good. A little chrome cap. Had to get these lug nuts actually cut down shorter so that they would clear the caliper. Custom made hoses and brake lines and all that from Hose of South Texas. There's all the custom made lines. I just had them bend them. I didn't feel like messing with all that crap, and had other things to worry about. Replaced all these master cylinders. These are 3/4 inch empty master cylinders on a Neil split pedal assembly. You see you have two masters for the brake and then one master for the clutch. It's a hydraulic clutch. I need to get a return spring, hold this pedal up right about there. Footrest, and then the throttle, also Neil. Had this plate polished, all new hardware. He wanted Allen heads for everything, so we went ahead and did that. Cutting brake, had to have the handle cut down and bent to the side so it would clear the shifter and clear the dash. It was coming right up here, and you're actually hitting your knuckles on this little point. Custom made plate, because the length between these two and the length between these two are different. So we had to get that made. Stainless steel products made that. It's a little late in the afternoon, using the lights from the truck and the lights in the warehouse to light things up here. He has the top piece that goes over all this with the Jeep style latches, but we obviously need new latches. Might have an issue with the Scat T-handle shifter reverse lockout. Third gear coming up right here and hitting on that. Haven't bolted that down yet. Got the removable steering wheel. Have to have that to get in the car. The Deist harness, the new hoses, and the Y are on the way for the Parker air pumper right up there. That's for helmet air, so that you can breathe out in the desert. Got everything aircraft style. All switches and all that. Wiring nicely hidden away. They did a great job on the wiring, except must have been an aircraft mechanic that wired the damn thing, because they're all one color. Like yellow and red, that's it. It's the only choices of color you get, I guess. Again, stainless steel, Hose of South Texas made the brake hoses, brake lines. All that had to get custom fittings. These fittings were different than these fittings, were different than those fittings. It's just a mess. Got the transmission resealed, paint detailed it in a hammer finish gray, paint detailed the starter, paint detailed the CV axles. These are actually sway away. You can see the little emblem right there, sway away axles. We think they're 914 CVs. New boots, safety wired everything. Safety wired the valve covers, those nice Dino Dinosaur. Gonna have to put a wrap on this because it's right up against the exhaust. There's no real way to bend this without cracking it. Took the fuel cell out, painted it, detailed it, all new battery cables and everything here. New drain hoses, gotta wire that one up. Triples in the back with these custom 3-inch, I think they're 3-inch longer, 3-inch wider trailing arms. Dave Easley, DP Fabricators made that. Again, paint detailed, new nut on the back. The other one was beat up. May as well, right? Changed the hardware over to Allen's. Safety wired these guys. New battery. This is the Exide dry cell. It's actually a very good competitor to the Optima. They say it's better than the Optima. It's made in America. It has more of the good stuff. that Optimas don't have. This is custom made stainless steel products. I wrapped it with a self-vulcanizing tape and a rubber pad on the bottom to keep it from arcing. Here's the Parker air pumper. I think it was Coastal Diesel that had the Baldwin filter, and then I'm ordering a new dome top for it. This is where the spare tire mounts. We have a very nice looking chrome 4-way that screws in right here once you put the tire on. Twin oil coolers using actual AN aircraft screw-on fittings, not those stupid cheap hose barb fittings that always blow off. Gonna have to cut the plate. This is where the old Mecha oil filter mounted. Top and bottom hose connections there. I'm gonna mount a Canton remote filter assembly, which is actually right here. Took the label off an STP filter. Kind of matches the car, huh? Looks pretty good there. Change these over. Make a bracket. Custom mount this guy under here once we cut it so it doesn't interfere. Lots of fabrication. Chrome cylinder tin. Painted the end castings. Nice blue Taylor wires there. Silicone boot. I have I'm getting ready to put on the oil filler neck, a billet aluminum chrome alternator stand. I use the brass nuts, kind of offset things, make it look better. Billet aluminum dipstick. That's pretty cool. Nice chrome pulley. We have a really nice looking crankshaft pulley from CB Performance. Look at that. Pretty snazzy. And that, we also have the short little exhaust, the spark arrestor. This is a sand seal pulley too, so it has the seal inside of it. The downpipe, new steering wheel, which we're going to cut this off right here, have it come straight down and right inside here. Polish the pipes up a little bit, didn't really do too much to them. New fuel pump, new distributor cap, rotor, change it over to Pertronix igniter. Unimog carburetor. This is also the same carburetor it's used on a Porsche 356. This is a Zenith 32 NDIX. Received all new jets and whatnot, got all cleaned out. It was actually in really good shape. New studs in there, CC gasket and fastener, made the gasket there. A Dino Dinosaurs intake manifold, and they put a damn bolt right through the Dino. Oh, you bastards. New fuel hoses, here's the breather. Comes off of both valve covers, comes around to the oil filler neck. It has a little filter inside there. Twin coils, in case you're out on the racetrack and one coil gives out. Got your high lift jack in here. Hydraulic clutch, again, hose of South Texas, thank you for the lines. Safety wired, all that other crap. Brass nuts for the exhaust, gotta have those or else they'll vibrate off. Lots of paint detailing on everything. Lots of make it pretty stuff. It's a ATL Sportsman 2 8-gallon fuel cell. Has a plastic bladder inside there. Replaced the inlet hose there. Reused the AN fittings and just put new hoses and a new T on there. Fuel filter from Dale's and various other stuff from Dale's VWs. There's my razor blade. I was looking for that. So yeah, this is it. This is the thing that's been giving me headaches and hard times. Nothing on this car fits. Everything's custom made. Got a little air horn system. Might need to update that with a new one. Look at the size of these tie rod ends. Pretty cool stuff, I tell ya. Got a new air filter assembly. This one has a smaller neck than that one. That's the original, so we have to change this one out. All skid plates. There's a skid plate on the floor with the, let me show you. It's heavy duty push rod protector, and basically cylinder protectors. Comes up right around here, protects everything from the desert. Didn't do too much with these push rod tubes, probably should have, but I'm not going to pull all that crap apart. I mean, I only took apart 99% of the car, right? Why take the other 10% apart? That's it. Got all the little side pieces, extra body panels over here. Everything's no, can't really see that. Everything's Zeus fastener, quarter turn. Oh yeah, it's got a Morse cable for the throttle. Replaced the shift coupler, of course, painted the shift tube. Already got a scratch on it right there. These harness 5-point. You literally climb in the car through the front. That flips down and you climb onto the sprint bar and climb into the car and basically put the car on. You have your neck harness right here, and then you grab your steering wheel and throw it on there, of course, with the pin out. Yeah, little stuff. Painted the base of the jack stand. You know, got the pedal guard, the cable guard polished up too to match the base. Gonna get a new fire extinguisher. Some other little things. Wheels and tires look really nice, but they're in the other side of the warehouse, so we're not going over there. Almost done. Almost ready to run. Got the oil right there. Oil filter. Got all the other stuff. A whole box of chemicals, all the paints and everything. My favorite. I love this stuff. Does anything you want it to. But I've got my Mighty Vac, and we're going to start bleeding the brakes and put some oil in it, and maybe crank it tonight. Pull the plugs out and crank it, get oil up into the oil filter and oil coolers, and then fill the level back up. Been working on this damn car so long, I was looking for my jack stands. Where the hell are my jack stands? Somebody took them. How dare they? Who the hell stole jack stands out of my garage? I don't believe those people. Yeah. They're underneath the car. It's been here for so long I forgot they were there. I'm ready to get this thing done. Oh yeah, replaced the clutch. It's got a 4-puck. KEP stage 1, 1,700 pound. Replaced the gland nut, replaced everything else. Flywheel seal. All that other stuff. Input shaft seal, rebuilt the clutch rod shaft and paint detailed all that because the bushing inside the transmission was messed up. So all kinds of stuff. I don't know what size the engine is. It's got swivel feet, valve adjusters. Pretty cool stuff.